www.lovethenumber2downradio.com. It's Friday. You know, on Fridays, we keep it real with Rillos Corn. It's going down. Real Rillos Corn.
Is that premature? It's excited. Sorry.
It's cool.
People were laughing, hands were
cold.
clapping.
Your finger probably got stuck.
Shut your ass
up.
up.
Understand.
If it's stuck, then it's up. If it's stuck, then it's stuck.
Apparently.
Positivity on a Friday.
What's good, Mr. White? What you got going, man?
Man, just real life stuff, dude. Just
prepping for the storm.
You know what I mean?
What storm? Is there something I missed?
Well, I don't know if it's a storm, but it's just
cold weather. Damn, Houston.
And like people in Houston don't do. People in Texas, let's do that. Because not Houston, Texas. Let's go. The entire state of Texas is terrible with any type of inclement weather. Mm-hmm. If it's cold and raining, we wreck it. That's just it. We don't know where we going this morning.
Shit, we wreck on a regular day.
You know what I'm saying? If it's hot and it's raining, we got a chance to make it. But if it's cold and it's raining, we don't know where we going this morning. We've been doing this every day for the past 6 months, and today of all days, yeah.
You got some people who normally get up. They might get up at 5:30 and leave the house at 6, and they know they got to be at the house at 6. At work at 6:30.
Right.
So. But it take them 45 minutes to get to work, but they know I make this drive in 30 minutes every single day. They gonna try that same shit on Monday.
At the same time, right? At the same time.
Can't do that.
We can't do that. But there's a nigga out here with bad ties. Right. This nigga ain't got
I used to be that nigga.
He ain't got no, and that's how
I used to be that nigga.
That's what I think happened this morning. A nigga with bad ties done hopped on the motherfucking interstate hard too. I'm talking about he gunned it. Right. And didn't realize, oh shit.
Yeah.
This ice. It's black ice.
At some point you're gonna realize you're not driving, you skate.
Man, listen, he felt that when he crunk up this morning.
When you hear some black ice, your car is gonna do like a little slide. It's kind of like when you walking on it. You gonna feel your feet
lean from underneath you.
You gotta lean forward when you walk. You can't drive like that.
You gotta tiptoe.
Like we have what typhoons and I guess hurricane weather here ever so often.
You can plan for that though.
What I'm saying with the same type of tactics we use when we hit waters. You know what I'm saying? Because when you hit water, your car kind of hydroplane a little bit.
Some people don't feel that.
Because they got good tires.
Because I know well, that might be it.
Same tactic. That's all you got to do.
No, but you can have a new car. I done been in a new car and hit some water, and you kind of still gonna feel a little hydro. Right. It's gonna be like a little skip. Now, I know I've been driving. The other day, I was on Westlake Houston Parkway, and it was flooded. I hit a pole of water, and I got the fuck over. It was people behind me that was just still flying through the shit. I'm like, you gonna end up in them woods right there. What is you doing?
Listen, people be like, listen, I don't know what you was thinking or what happened to you, but let God handle that. I'm out of the way. You
out my way. Driving like, yeah, get your scary ass home.
Just get out my way. I don't know what happened between you and God. Just get out my way.
Hell, but it's crazy because people drive like that in the rain.
Yep.
You know they're gonna drive the exact same way. You're not gonna get in the car one day out the year and say, "Well, I'm gonna drive different this one day."
Today of all days,
it's just natural habit. You gonna get your favorite song might come on. You get the mashing on the gas. Right. Get some. It's going up, and you looking at your speedometer like, "Well, shit, let me see how up I can get."
It's a reality that it's not avoidable. This is nature. So if you're gonna be on the road, you need to know how to maneuver in ice conditions. Even if you are a little speedier of a driver, hitting the brakes and doing stupid shit during that time. Like when you hit water or ice, there's a way to do a spin or the way the steering to spins. Like you have to take the time to learn.
Yeah, you can take all the precautions you want to take, but what if you spinning the right way and it's a nigga right next to you that just whipping that hoe?
Yeah, close my door.
I have that thought.
Hey, boo, come on in, honey. Come in.
I have that thought process when I'm driving, right? Like every time I'm driving and I'm looking at elements, I'm thinking of ways or what I need to do as I'm traveling through. Like if I'm driving in snow, I'm thinking of things like the maneuvers.
You looking at all other cars too.
Right. And I'm thinking of the maneuvers that I need to make when driving in snow. You know what I mean? Like I have to think of these things. Period.
But
Because
some people just trying to get there. They not even worried
defensive
about
driving.
it. Yeah.
Who doesn't defensive drive? It's 2021. You can't just drive for
In
yourself.
Houston, you have to be on the defense and
That's
offense.
what I'm saying.
Right.
You got to drive for you and
Like, do you know that like there are foreigners driving cars in Houston, Texas?
yes.
They can't even read the sign. They just going to work.
On Monday, niggas gonna wish they bought that Subaru. That's what's
Why do you keep on talking about Monday? It's President's Day. What is going on? Do you know something we don't know?
Niggas gonna wish they bought that Subaru while you out here in your Charger.
Like it's crazy.
You gonna dislodge yourself. Get your Subaru and climb them.
Nigga, you just had a Charger. Shut your ass.
I know. I ain't go. That's why I ain't going nowhere. Cause I know I don't know how to drive. I know how to drive. I can be as careful as possible, and I'm still gonna find myself speed. It just is what it is. So I'm gonna stay at home.
It is.
My boss told me to stay home. He know how I drive.
I've been in that passenger seat after rollover. Like I had PTSD riding with Rillo.
We gotta have a segment called Riding with Rillo. So like have him in the car, like.
First off, it wasn't my fault. He wouldn't even. If this other guy hadn't flipped this truck, he wouldn't even have PTSD. Right?
Is that when y'all put the thing? He was supposed to be holding the window.
No,
that was a different adventure.
No, that was God trying to get my attention. I don't know.
That was a different
I don't know what that was, but that was crazy right there. I'll never be able to explain that. That's just a story for the ages.
Indeed.
So
what you was talking about with you said something about a jersey or something.
Oh yeah, man. It's a sad day for Houston sports.
Why?
The nigga who been shooting all these goddamn commercials and playing half the seasons decided to leave. I don't feel like I got my money's worth yet.
So does he get to keep the money?
Of course.
Yeah, he keeping that money. I know he did. He was raising a lot of money for the JJ Watt is gone. He was raising a lot of money after what was it, Hurricane Harvey?
Right.
Nobody's still seen it.
I mean, he was giving like a couple dollars to a couple people, but it wasn't like you can tell it wasn't all going out like that. You know, he probably was, blessing his family or something like that. It just seemed a little. I mean, he probably was giving to people. I don't know, but he's leaving the city. I feel like sometimes now when in sports, when you're dealing with like a political or racial issue or stuff like that, and you don't want to be a part of a team, that's one thing. But if it's just y'all not winning and it's like, go play, like, do your thing. If you standing up for a reason, but you just don't want to play because y'all losing.
Listen, JJ Watt has gotten old at this point.
Yeah, so old and overpaid.
Logically, he's trying to do the smartest thing.
I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it.
Right? Because his body is getting to the point he's broken down. And you just said he played half a season.
Yeah.
There's only a few teams in this league that can accept someone playing half a season and still make it to a playoff and do a real playoff push. So therefore, logically,
it's a lot of teams he gonna make better.
And Houston, Texas needs to play every down. They need JJ Watt to play every down and be productive.
I feel like any team he can go to, they're gonna be productive. A lot of times, the Texans wasn't as productive because he was the only person. Him and Mercedes are the only people really working. Everybody not doing their job.
Well, you can't say everybody not doing their job when the GM and the coach decides to get rid of people that are capable of doing the job that needed to be done. So what?
I mean, he did his job.
I mean, of course, we gonna say that about JJ. Well, you gonna say that because
he did his job. Fan. If he goes to the 49ers, what they looking like?
Listen, we don't want it.
Oh, okay.
We need you. We need youthful talent. Okay. We don't want it.
Okay.
At all.
How y'all doing in the playoffs this year?
Actually, we didn't make
I know, exactly. So you don't think y'all gonna make it with JJ Watt?
Listen, the year before that, we made it without him.
Corn in
the
denial.
year before that, we made it without. Listen, let's just be honest, right?
Third down line?
Let's just be honest, right?
Third down?
The Texans, anything that comes from the Texans organization, the 49ers will do our darndest to not pick up.
So y'all wouldn't have took D-Hop?
To Arizona to see what he had.
That first, no. Look at that.
We could have got
him. A lot of people didn't even know that deal was on the table.
We could have got him. You see where he at?
That deal wasn't on the table. A lot of people didn't even know about that. That thing happened overnight. You blinked and that nigga was gone.
Let me tell you something. We could have got him. You see where he at?
I don't think nobody could have got him. They went to the closest state that wasn't the Saints.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did. What's up?
Nothing.
Lovey, you looking around like it's a fly in here. Right. I know we ain't got no bugs up in here. It's too cold for that right now. We're going to take a quick break real quick.
Talking about JJ Watt.
So bye, JJ Watt.
Bye.
When we come back on the live, I probably won't even have this jersey on.
Why don't there be a Houston native, do me a favor. Go to that man's house and say hi, like they did Matt Sharp when he lost in the playoffs.
I mean, for what? Like
just to say hi. I'm just saying they did it to Matt Sharp when he was throwing interceptions.
Go for
they
it.
want him to get out of here. Like
I think they looking at like, hey, we sad to see you go, but you done did your time here. You did 10 years in this penitentiary. This wasn't a playground.
Like Andre Johnson.
Yeah, look.
But Andre should have left early. But
I mean, you hope.
Andre should have left way early. Like when Andre
should have left when they booed him at his
When Andre first got his contract, I was like, listen, that second contract, you should have been gone. You have a chance to leave.
He wasted.
Yep.
Yeah, they kept messing him over. You just like you look at everything that was going on around that time, like how they talk about money, the draft coming up, yeah, finna get a quarterback, and then he re-signed his deal, and then they do this bullshit. It's like he's stuck. So
and once he got stuck, that was it.
It was up.
But great career. You won't be a first year I don't think he's gonna be first ballot Hall of Fame, but eventually he's gonna get in there because he put up some great numbers. Like I said a couple seconds ago, we're gonna take a quick break. www.love2 Radio.